There are many who hold that when it comes to science and theology, or science and faith, or science and religion, these are like oil and water, and the two don't mix. There are completely different domains. In fact, if you try to mix theology, God, for example, in as a prime causer of things, or an agent that explains things we find in science, well, this, to a lot of people, is simply a science stopper. Well, many people might be surprised to find out that this is a fairly novel or new understanding of the relationship of science and religion, or science and worldview. Just since the Enlightenment have the rules been, you can't invoke God in the process, even if the evidence seems to indicate it. You have to treat science as if there is no God, there is no purpose, there are no agents, they are just molecules clashing in the universe. It will surprise a lot of people to know that the people who are the founders of modern science, various disciplines, people you studied in grade school and high school, did not have this point of view. In fact, it was their commitment to a worldview, a Christian worldview, in which they believed that God made a universe that was intelligible and can be discovered and used for our benefit, and one that reflected his wise character, that motivated them to get into science to begin with. Let me give you a few examples. How about Georges Cuvier, a great French naturalist? He founded comparative anatomy. How about Carolus Linnaeus, the founder of modern taxonomy, the scientific classification of plants and animals, kingdom, phylum, class, order, family, genus, species? That's that guy. Blaise Pascal, a French mathematical prodigy, founded modern probability theory, advanced differential calculus, and modern hydraulics. He also invented one of the first mechanical calculators. He's the author, you might recognize the name, of the famous argument for God called Pascal's wager. But he was a scientist in his own right. Michael Faraday discovered electromagnetic induction and developed the first dynamo. Gregor Mendel, he established the foundation for genetics. Copernicus, he laid the foundation of modern astronomy with heliocentric theory of planetary motion. Or Newton, or Galileo, or a whole host of others, and I can go on and on and on. All of these people denied or did not consider that science involved taking theology out of the equation. They were deeply committed biblical theists, and this is what drove their enterprise. So it seems that the current so-called conflict between science and religion is largely contrived, an enforcement of a philosophical point of view from the Enlightenment called metaphysical naturalism or metaphysical materialism, and an enforcement of that on the methodology of science itself, so that you are not free to follow the evidence where it leads. Is theology a science stopper? No, actually it was a science starter for virtually everyone who made a commitment and a foundational contribution to the general fields of modern science.